Alright, what up guys? My name is James, aka the Pomp, and today I'm going to show you guys how to style the pompadour. So I'm sure you guys have seen some of my other how-to videos, but those are about like a year old now, so I really feel the need to post a new updated version that will do a better job explaining and also leading you in the steps to style a pompadour. But before we get started, I want to tell you guys this how-to will focus mostly on people whose hair types are very fine and also thin. Not thinning, but thin. So the reason why I do this is because my hair is very fine and very thin. Fine as in the diameter of it is very small, and thin as in the density of my hair on my scalp is actually pretty not dense. So my hair is actually very straight. You guys can see it's actually down to my chin. And I'll explain in a little bit why I have my hair so long when I'm styling the pompadour, which is very unusual for other people to do. What else I wanted to say? So yeah, basically this how to focus on people with fine, thin, and straight hair. Typically this is a characteristic of Asian hair. Also, another part of the community also has a thick, wavy, more rowdy hair type, and Harrison has that type, so he'll be addressing the how-to video about that later on. But for now, let's go ahead and get started with us. So as you can see, I already have some pomade in, hopefully trying to save us some time here. But I'll still show you guys how to apply the pomade. So the pomade typically comes in a jar. Reason why we use pomade instead of gel or something is because pomade provides instantaneous hold and control. So unlike a gel where you actually have to wait for the product to kind of dry and stuff to actually really start using it and start to style, pomades have hold instantaneously and therefore allow you to style the pompadour right off the bat, and gives you the kind of the lift and the hold that you need to actually style the pomp itself. So in terms of applying the pomade, you want to take as little scoops at a time as you can. The more patient you are, the more effective you are in terms of distributing the product in your hair evenly. So I typically take 3 or 4 scoops total, just a lick of the finger at each time. The amount you use will be based on how long your hair is, and my hair is exceptionally long, and so I need probably above average in terms of the pomade, the product itself. But when applying, you actually want to really get them down near the roots of your hair, not onto your scalp. That's a totally different thing, and that's bad. But you want to get it as close to the roots as possible, because providing that product there will provide the strength you need to act as a foundation for the pomp when you style it later on. So yeah, with the product all in your hair now, you make sure just wash your hands. With an oil-based product, you obviously can't wash it with water and even just with soap. You want to use a hand towel that you can just wipe your hands off on. So I'll be using a rat tail comb for the majority of this how-to video. I prefer to style my hair with the least amount of tools possible. I know a lot of people just think it's cool to have a bunch of all these stupid brushes and combs and use all types of tools to style the hair, but honestly, just keep it simple. But the reason why I use this comb specifically is because of this. So this comb is actually pretty strange. If we take a cross section of this comb, it actually looks like this. So pretend this is a cross section of their comb. Pretend this is a smaller version scale of the tooth here. And then we have these weird, strange, kind of edges right here. Now when I comb with this, this little edge pushes down on my hair to keep it slicked down, and also this little crevice right here allows the buildup of excess pomade that I might have applied to my hair, and I can later wipe this out. So that's the reason why I use this comb specifically. Did they intend to do this? No, it's just an accidental occurrence in the design, and it's actually been a huge advantage for me. And so that's why I use this comb specifically. So with it now, we'll go ahead and slick back my hair and everything. But aside from the cross section itself, the comb is also the finest toothed comb I've come across, and so yeah, I mean, I can't not use it when the tooth are this beautifully fine. Alright, so the reason why I slick back all my hair is to make sure the pomade is like very evenly distributed throughout the hair. There's like no overly built up areas and no areas really lacking product. And so this is essentially what I'm gonna do. After I part my hair is now slicked back like this. Right? Let's say this is my face, nose, whatever. But this is the top of my hair. Now I'm gonna comb in a way that starts pulling this forward, slowly pulling it forward until I really start forming like a pomp. Like I'm basically gonna start with the comb, slightly pull it forward up into a way that actually forms like the pomp itself. So I'm gonna show you guys that right now. But first I'm gonna have to part my hair. So using like the tail of the comb, I also have a video on this. It's actually pretty detailed. If you guys don't know how to use it, you should really like watch the video for it. But basically, use the tail to drag out the line that I want to part along. And slowly pull the hair away from the line while the tail pulls the other half away from the other direction. And then you can comb out your part. Now you want to slick back your sides. Don't slick them down. Don't go down on it. Slick it back. Bring it back. Because then you can form it into a DA, duck ass, aka the ducktail in the back. So you want to bring it all back. Now you can do the same thing with the other side, but without forming a part. Bring it back, not down, and then you should be able to form the ducktail in the back. As so, just comb it together, and you'll be able to feel it with your hands. So my hair is thankfully not that long in the back since I got the haircut like almost like a month ago now, so it's not super long. But anyways, you want to go ahead and slick everything back. Now everything is ready to start pomping. Oh, also forgot. So this is why I also have my hair extremely long, because when I form my pomp, so my hair is slicked back like so, and I start pulling this section forward, pulling it forward and up while still tucking my hairs back. Now my hair is long enough so that this front strand actually reaches all the way to the back. This gives me a nice like clean full pomp, and then you see the hair strands going all the way back as though it's almost like one single strand that goes all the way back. So this is much harder to style with, but like it's worth it for the look that I want. Now other people who are shorter hairs, they somehow do like this type of thing. So their hair is just like short, it reaches like here or so halfway, and then like another hair from the back extends to back of the way, and this is how they style their slick back. Now once they style their pomp, they bring it forward, but this hair is no longer long enough to reach all the way towards the back, so it kind of like ends right there. And so they bring this pomp and it just ends right here, and then so they start tucking it back in right here, so you get this like waterfall effect, and I think that's the stupidest thing ever. I think it looks hideous as hell. And so they have this like these little hairs going back here, and all of a sudden this little bulbous that occurs right here, along with a bunch of like hair ends that you see coming back down here. So that is the reason why I have my hair extremely long when I style the pompadour. And so let's finally move into styling the pompadour itself. So as you can see, my sides are all slicked back, everything's ready to go. The part is nice, beautifully hard and sharp. And go ahead, even with this small comb, you can start pomping away at it. So basically, I'll start just throwing it up, and then like I said before, I'll start bringing it out, giving it only a slight push with the back with my other hand, my free hand, very slight, while I start like making it go up and start bringing it out. sometimes it is easier with a longer tooth comb. It allows you to really dig deep in there and actually bring up a lot of your hair. However, today I'm not in the mood for a tall pomp, so I'm just going to be styling like a clean average height one. Also, don't make the mistake of like just going back at it. Some people just go back at it and you get this like hair wedge, this comb like, this like cone like thing. No, you gotta bring it forward, just push it down with the top, and then you also pull it forward, which forces the hair forward. And also, like, once you get things going well, like, just be happy with it, settle with it, and leave. But if you're not, don't be afraid to just start everything over. Like, you're using pomade for a reason. It's always able to, like, be reworked. It's not gonna dry and turn into like a crusty, like crunchy type of thing like gel would. And so it's always reworkable. And so don't be afraid to make use of that ability. Alright, for the sake of the review, we'll just go ahead and call it done for now. So, this is the pompadour now. We have the part, we have the sides all slicked back, not down but back, formed into like the DA itself. Should be a pretty weak one back there right now. And the pomp itself has like a spherical shape and is forward. It's not some sort of cone like shape that like exists way back here, and it's not some sort of ugly like thing with like a waterfall around the middle. You guys notice like my hair strands go all the way back, and that's what I want. And so when you're styling, also watch for like any sort of like breakages or any like splitting out here. That actually happens a lot. And so to address that, kind of just look at more creative ways to layer your hair while you comb it, and it also like keeps it together. But yeah, so a few words before I finally conclude everything. But yeah, so that's how to style the pompadour. A lot of people are gonna tell you how to like style their pompadour, as in other people like to apply their own limitations onto you and your hair. So there'll be a few people out there who like just advise you how you could possibly style the pompadour. I'm hoping that I am conveying that sort of message to you. But there's also a lot of people who are like, no, the pompadour is this, it's black and white, blah blah blah, you have to style it like this, and that's like actually just BS. If anyone actually ever approaches you that in that manner, you know that like they actually know nothing about like the hairstyle or anything. They don't understand the fact that other people's hair are different. They must do different things to style the same hairstyle but with their unique hair type. So anyways, so hopefully if you have fine or like thin hair, you're able to like get a little bit further in terms of styling the pompadour. And for any more information about the product itself or more how-tos, just refer to my blog. Links are going to be in the descriptions, but whatever. At least I hope that you guys are able to somewhat like grasp how you can style the pompadour better after this how-to video. So that's it, and take care guys.